Are you not in a? Oh, I don't have the NGS channel, but I do. I'm friends with Kurt Dog. Oh, UBcast. Okay. Yeah, I can get the NGS thing set up. There you go. You good? I'll leave it. Not yet. Hold on, I'll do it in a second.
Hello?
Alright.
What am I doing here?
Hold on. Go back.
Okay.
Okay. Wait, where is he? Okay. Oh yeah. That's funny. I was like, oh, what am I doing? Hold on. There's Oh, I forgot what the last guy did. There's. Yeah. I mean, I don't really care who does heads or tails. Somebody. Hold on, Mike. Can you still hear me? Oh, okay. So my Discord was like, bad connection. I wonder what Good Dog's doing. Okay, cool.
All right, guys. Just want to give you a little bit of update. The teams are getting in. We're getting the lobby created here in a second, and we'll get rolling here in just a few minutes. But looking forward to this match tonight versus Dat Tasto and Banzo Brothers. As soon as we get the lobby created and we get the draft going, we'll switch the overlays and get you into the game. But in the meantime, enjoy some non-copyrighted music, and we'll update in just a minute.
What do you see? Okay, I'll send that. Yeah, we do it, and plus we have we have a coach who looks at it and yells at us. It's pretty good. Come on, Kurt. You didn't respond to my. I tried to. It's funny because I tried out for the team, but he didn't really respond back. So I made a new team. Hello.
Yeah, I'm here. Go.
Cool. Yep.
Alright, let's ban Braxis holdout.
Okay. Hold on, let me think. Because we were gonna ban Praxis. Yeah, it was ban Tomb.
For me, for that task?
Yep.
Let's go to Shrines.
Nice. And we will pick Volskaya.
Sounds good. We'll be in the game in 5 minutes.
Okay.
Alright, see you guys in a bit. Good luck tonight. Thanks for casting too.
Yeah.
Later.
Later.
changes.
Life.
Alrighty, guys, welcome to another night of NGS casting. We're going to get started here in just a minute. Lobby is getting set up. We're going to head to Infernal Shrines for the first match here of Dat Tas, though, versus Banzo Brothers. Very excited about this Division D matchup here. Don't know a lot about these teams, but I'm always... that's the one thing I love about the NGS. There's tons of games going on. They're all over the place. So you can always catch some good heroes, and the game quality is just entertaining. And I've yet to really see a huge stomp or anything like that. So it gives a testament to the league on balancing all the teams across the different divisions. So teams are getting into the lobby now. Like I said, we're heading to Infernal Shrines first. Good. I love this map. Very standard map, very meta pick here. So this was Dat Tas' pick as they won the coin toss. And our second map tonight will be Volskaya. As soon as we get the draft lobby set up, I will switch the overlays and we will head on into that. But for right now, just waiting for one more to hop in to the lobby, and then we should be able to get started here in a second. Should have faded the music rather than cut it off, but that being said, I'll play a little bit in the background for you while we get started, just so I don't have to drone on forever and ever. Let's get a little music on. There we go. Okay. Alright. Alright, we got 10 in lobby. Just waiting for the ready up from both teams and we'll get started. Alright, yeah. Oh. Alright, guys. Let's get this music going. I'm just going to cut it off, guys. We're going to hop right into this. Draft is going. Welcome to a Division D matchup of the NGS series. I guess NGS series is kind of redundant because the S is series, but welcome to this match. Starting off in Infernal Shrines tonight. Dat Tas, though, is in the blue on the left side. On the right side, we have our challengers, Banzo Brothers. Should be an exciting matchup tonight. My overlay is a little messed up with Banzo Brothers. There we go. We fixed it. We're good to go. First band coming out pretty quick off of that. That's Stukov. He is out. And they don't want a piece of that. Stukov's such a strong healer. One of the best right now in the game. Stukov and Malfurion, two top picks consistently throughout the HGC season. I've seen it consistently throughout the NGS season as well. So excited about that. Thank you to everyone tuning in the chat, everybody watching. Appreciate it. Thanks for stopping in. If you're enjoying what you hear, if you like what you see, give a follow. I'm trying to pick up more games as the season goes on. Really enjoying the casting, so if you like it, please give me the follow, and replays will be available after the game as well for both teams. So Phoenix was the counter band, was the band coming from Dat Tas, though, and the first pick coming out from Banzo Brothers was that, in fact, Sonya. A strong offlaner, great on the killing minions and clearing out the shrines. Just a great brawler, great bruiser. Can jump in the back line using the spear, even after the changes and the slight rework on her, some say a nerf. Still just a top-notch offlane hero. Solid pick, and I like this Sonya for a couple of reasons. One, for all the reasons I just said. The other thing, it hides where you're headed, where you're going mages, where you're going melee heavy, what kind of what your main tank's going to be, what kind of healer you're going to do. So I kind of like that. Jaina comes out from that task though, looking sure their mage, their wave clear, their shrine control, and the Johanna so strong with the Jaina, using the condemn, draw everybody in, blizzard drops on top, just clears waves really quickly, also does a lot of damage to heroes if they get caught in that. So main tank picked up by that task though, wave clear, damage dealer, sustain from Jaina. And in reaction to that, we get the second tank actually already from Banzo Brothers, and that's that ETC. ETC, again, strong hero. He can lane very well. He's got that self-heal, that the get out of jail potential card with the power slide. Also use the power slide aggressively in. Use the face melt to knock back. So very strong hero. Mosh Pit is always very strong, especially on this map. There's a lot of choke points where you have to come into it. So she could be very strong with the Mosh Pit. Like to see where they're going to go here, if they're going to hide the damage. But yeah, they are. They're hiding up their main damage dealers till the last two picks. And they pick up their healer in the Alex Straza. I like it. I like different things. I like new things. I like things that aren't always picked. And Alex Straza is not an out there pick. It's not like they picked Taran to be their main healer. They picked a good hero. And what it says to me, though, when I see the Alex, based off her healing type in the rune, is that they're probably going to, I would expect maybe to see another melee come with this. Maybe a Thrall, something like that can get up in their face, and probably another mage. And that task, though, looking at what's going on, says we don't want to have to deal with a Gul'dan who's just a beast. He's still one of the best mages out there. Corruption does a ton of damage. Fellflame still does a ton of damage. It is sustained. He's slow. He's not as nimble as other mages, but he can just pump out damage if left alone. And they have a beefy front line that they would have to, that Tassa would have to get through. So, like the ban, and the second ban coming out from Banzo Brothers is the Malfurion, looking to choke off some of the healers. So here in this starting the second phase of the draft here for Dat Tasso, I expect to see their healer pick here save something. I expect to see their offlaner and a healer here, maybe a Rhaegar potential, Uther. I was completely wrong. Well, I did call the offlaner. They did get the Dahaka. Dahaka, strong offlaner. He'll lane well against Sonya. Nobody really should do one or should really dominate the other. It should be a balanced lane, both competing against each other. Dahaka does have that global, will be very good in the team fight around the shrines later on. So really, just Dahaka's just a solid pick. He has been, even after he got nerfed a little bit, he's still just a solid pick. Cassia, looks like they were thinking the same thing about maybe that Thrall, maybe that melee up there with the Sonya who could be blinded, ETC who could be blinded. And if they went to a melee frontline to, like we talked about, the Cassia with the blinds could really dampen that damage. So I like the Cassia pick. Not always picked, not very meta at all by any means, but could help depending on where the damage comes from now from Banzo Brothers. And I'm noticing they are the Banzo Brothers. I'm noticing Genji's not been picked, not touched. Hanzo's not been picked or touched. I'm kind of interested to see what they go here. There's that Hanzo we just talked about, and they lead me. So instead of going melee, I'm not sure if there's reaction to Cassia or if this is what their plan was. They go Hanzo, great wave clear, great clear. Just an outstanding hero, so strong in the meta right now, unbelievably strong. And Li Ming, great poke, great range, good mage. can really do a number. And if Cassia gets caught in a combo by Li Ming, she'll be really hurt. It doesn't matter with that armor. This is not physical damage coming out from her. This is that magical damage that will just tear through that. I like the Li Ming pick here. So with that, we got our composition now from Banzo Brothers. They did get the Hanzo, and the healer coming out from Dat Tasso will be the Kharazim. Looks like they're going pretty beefy. The Kharazim, I mean, it doesn't really matter where they went. Rhaegar, Kharazim, Uther, they were going to have a frontline type of healer. So if you're going to do it, why not go with the Kharazim? Palm is so strong. Healing is really good on him. So I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I like it. We don't have non-meta healers coming out here. We have a Cassia. We have Li Ming, who goes in and out of the meta. I'm excited to see what both teams have for us. I just want to point out the portrait game coming out here from Banzo Brothers, the 3 Hanzos, the Carbot Hanzos, and then on the left side from Dat Tasso, the mirrored image of which looks like Tassadar, which would make sense because Dat Tasso. So I like when teams do things like that. It's just fun. And if you're not having fun while we play, and it's just enjoyable to come in and watch teams play and have fun and try to get better at the game that we all enjoy and we all love to watch. So, but that game is loading up here on Infernal Shrines. Interesting to see if Dat Tasso is going to be able to capitalize on the Dahaka and that global, get an XP lead potentially, try to get ahead of Banzo Brothers and try to push an advantage over them to try to stay ahead. Can the Cassia make a difference? Can she be strong enough to do enough that makes it worth that wild and worth that early pick? That's one of the downsides of picking her up in that spot is do you give away something that changes their picks so that you could have countered at the last pick. So we'll see. On the right side here, though, in the red, we have Banzo Brothers, Bankun playing that ETC. So Sujito on the Alexstrasza, Sank on the Li Ming, Double Dom on the Hanzo, and on the Sonya is Andrade. And then on the side of Dat Tasso, we have Tavaro playing that Kharazim, Kurt Dog playing the Cassia, Hemo Santiago playing the Johanna, Crypt Digger on the Jaina, and I don't know where the Dahaka went. I lost it. Oh, there he is. And Crispy Knight playing the Dahaka. Try to do a nice little thing, a little brush stock behind, trying to get a little pick off, but kind of sniffed it out and saw it in. ETC slides in. Face melts out. A lot of damage coming out, but he's pretty strong. It's still pretty early on. Li Ming hitting a combo, and that just chunked Jaina's down to half health and Cassie down to half health there. Early on, we're just going to see this a lot. We're going to see the four man rotations from both sides between mid and bottom lane. Then Dahaka and the Sonya are going to go at it. Oh, Sonya is working on the Dahaka. Burrow's out, waiting. The Whirlwind comes out, not going to be able to get the kill, but forcing him back to hit the well very early on in the first minute is a good thing. So, little slight XP lead here for Banzo Brothers. We'll see if they can if we can capitalize with that going on. So, with that, just again that rotation between the mid and bottom lane. Let me zoom out a little bit. There we go. And just trying to stay balanced. Sonya pushing in that lane. That Dahaka, who just hit the well, is already back down to very low health. Sonya is really doing a number up here on the Dahaka and really keeping him down. We'll keep an eye on that, see how that pans out for them. But other than that, as far as the mid and bot lane goes, just working back and forth. ETC did go the Globe talent at level 1, so he wants those globes. He wants to be there, make sure they get them. And here we see Dat Tasso taking the first camp of the game over here on the left side. And putting that early pressure onto the mid lane. Slide comes in from ETC onto the Johanna, not really connecting, but the Condemn coming out after the Blizzard. ETC gets slowed up, getting some damage in from the Cassie and the Jaina. but able to get away. Oh, there we go. Everybody stand on the rune. Very good job. Hanzo getting rotated on. Cassia jumps in, tries to jump over, but the Condemned grabs him, and that is a dead Hanzo. I don't. Gotta be aware. They gotta be aware that was rotations coming over, especially after you know your ETC just got pushed out. So, with that though, Hanzo's dead. Gives a slight XP lead over to that task though, and they're trying to capitalize before the shrine spawns and grab this camp on the bot lane and put some pressure on the bot lane so they can start working on top, because the Sonya has been forcing out this Dahaka and really doing a number. So actually, here comes a rotation towards the bot lane. ETC is working on the camp, trying to make it so that they can't get any real tower damage. Li Ming poking with the orb, doing a number. Nobody's got the slide comes in from ETC, trying to isolate the Kerosene, not really able to. The Johanna goes in a little deeper and gets isolated, but she's got iron skin. She's a strong, tough girl. She'll take care of it. Sorry, strong, tough woman. I love her as a warrior. She's just fantastic. Cassie, in the meantime, did rotate up to the top lane, gonna get this shrine started and see what's going on. And Sonya said, "Thank you for getting it started. I'm just gonna sit here for a second, see what's going on, and I'll come in and I'll steal a couple of these." So you better be careful though, because here comes the cavalry. Coming up now is the Johanna and the Kerosene, trying to stay hidden as much as they can. But the Jaina was coming up with the Kerosene. The Blizzard comes out. The Condemn was coming out. The Blind, all kinds of fun stuff, and the Sonya's just dead. With that though, that'll give that task a little slight lead. They're going to get level 7 here and get that extra talent here for just a moment, while the invade actually comes. It's 5-on-4, and here comes the invade from Banzo Brothers, isolating the Johanna, but just not able to really capitalize on it. Dragon Form is popped by the Alexstrasza, and she's still getting work, not able to take flight, not able to get out of here. And that is a dead Alexstrasza. There's the healer down. Hanzo is trying to poke away, but the Kerosene jumps over the wall, falls after him and says, "You can jump over walls, so can I." But he gets into tower range and he is dead. So now we have a lot of low health heroes on that task though, and nobody to heal him. So ETC slides in, isolates the Cassia, and then the combo comes out from Li Ming. Drag onto the ETC, puts him under tower range, and he's dead. But also at the same time, Li Ming is able to hit a combo again, and this time it hits the Johanna, and that is a dead Johanna as well. So with that total, on that little skirmish, it's 2 for 1. Total, it is a 3 for 2, but slight XP lead still goes to that task though, and the shrine lead, there is none. It's 25-25, and it's going to be a race to 40. So see how this ends up. And the poke, the Kerosene's doing a very good job jumping in and out with the poke. You just got to be careful though, it doesn't get isolated. And the Punisher, first Punisher, will go over to Banzo Brothers, but Alexstrasza again getting condemned, again getting isolated, a little too far forward consistently, and she is brought down. Unfortunately for the side of that task though, the Punisher did already do his jump, and so they can't push him over the wall, so gonna be able to get a lot of wall damage from this Punisher as he comes through. There's the second jump. ETC slides in to help with the stun. Combo comes out. Dead Dahaka. Li Ming is doing a number. Johanna almost falls as well, but able to get back behind the fort. But this might be a fort. Yeah, this is going to be a fort here for the side of Banzo Brothers. That jumps them huge halfway through level 9. Gives them a large XP lead and should give them a leg up on the race to level 10. With that, they're going to head back to mid. A lot of XP here and just trying to get an even further XP lead and in preparation for what happens next. Here comes the slight invade. Looks like they're going to take this camp, knowing that they have the slight XP lead. Nope, just poking at it. They see the Dahaka isolated. ETC slides in, gets him, face melts him back, and there's nothing for that Dahaka to do. He doesn't have Tunneling Claws yet. He can't get out. He is dead. So another kill that gives level 10 over to Banzo Brothers, and let's see, what do we have here? Stage dive actually from the ETC. Interesting. Maybe trying to combat a little bit of that global presence from Dahaka. Dragon's Arrow comes out by the Hanzo, of course. Cleansing Flame from the Alexstrasza. Sonya has not picked hers yet. And Disintegrate from the Li Ming. Like it. Isolation on the Cassia. Slide in. Face Melt. She blinds, but that range damage from the Li Ming and the Hanzo. And then the Jaina falls as well. That burst damage that comes out from those two is just crazy. Everybody on the rune. Look at that value, all 5 getting healed up, taking this wall down. But level 10 was picked up by that task, though. They're still a whole level behind, but at least they're on the same talent tier. Valkyrie was taken. Ooh, Valkyrie taken by the... Oh, ETC with the slide, isolating Dahaka again. It looks like it's more of a poke. Valkyrie taken, Ring of Frost taken, Divine Palm by the Kharazim, Blessed Shield, and the Adaptation. Seeing that coming back in now as Isolation is very good, but I think in this comp, getting to that back line is going to be very difficult. So looking to try to sustain and stay alive by going with Adaptation. Quickly taking a couple camps, taking the camp bottom by Banzo, and then taking their mid camp. Looks like Sonya is also heading top for the Brewster camp as well, just trying to push out the lanes, keep their XP lead going, keep the pressure on to that task, so make them play their game rather than playing their own strategy. So mid wall here is very low. That's going to be some more XP over to Banzo Brothers once that gets done. Bruiser camp again is taken. ETC's already in the lane, working on clearing this out as best he can. And here comes some reinforcements for him. One thing I'm noticing though from Banzo Brothers is they're in the 5-man squad. Since the shrine was taken on the top, they have just been running around as a 5-man squad. Nobody really isolating themselves, nobody separating themselves, always together. Now, they do lose some XP by doing that, but what they're doing is they're taking camps and putting pressure around the map, and the gank potential and the damage burst coming out from Banzo Brothers, forcing that task, though, to react as such. And so right now they have a 4-on-1 where Johanna's sitting in the mid lane, Dahaka's up working with the team on clearing the wave. And where you normally would maybe want the Dahaka in the bot lane trying to soak XP, trying to get some catch up on that experience, so that way he can bro stock in. But right now, Johanna's playing bait, Condemn goes in, Sonya's on the front line, Blizzard is going to clear the wave, doesn't really hit anything. And that task though will get the shrine started. ETC is using his global. He's down in the bot lane pushing out. He's going to take this fort for his team. Give him level 13. Give him a talent tier advantage here as this fight's getting ready to take off. Level 14. I'm sorry, 15 minions taken. Tongue misses. Stage dive comes in after the leap from Sonya. Ring of Frost is down. That Sonya is able to barely get the whirlwind off, get healthy. Dragon form is popped by the Alexstrasza, pushing everybody back, healing everybody up, but mostly just clearing out that task. So they're backing off. They're saying, while Dragon is up, we are not going in. So doing a little catch up here on the number of minions. Dahaka did Hearth back, but he has Burrow. He'll be able to come back in. In fact, there it is. He is back into the fight. And with that nice rune, nice healing, but isolation put onto the Alexstrasza again, and she is taken down. So right now it's 10 minions. They're just trying to get it. Sonya barely able to get it out. ETC is very low as well. Sonya's thinking about jumping back in, but the ETC falls to all this damage. And right now it's just 2, and they're just trying to get 2. One more. Can they get it? Li Ming, is she going to be able to get away? Is Hanzo going to be able to get away? Look at Li Ming with the jukes. Able to get that last one. She might die though. Yep, she dies to the creep. Only Hanzo survives. Not sure how much it's worth or not worth at that point. It's an arcane punisher that is not going to do a lot. That task though, I'd like to see him just stay behind the wall, make it jump. You have a huge numbers advantage. Burst this thing down rapidly. A little too early on the Blizzard there though. Should have waited a little bit, let it reset, let it come back, then pop the Blizzard, because otherwise you're just going to miss out on the second and third wave. Jaina does complete her globe quest. She is done. She has Arcane Barrier ready for her. But because of the deaths on the side of Banzo Brothers, only able to finish off that wall, which is already very low to begin with. So realizing that, they just go ahead and get their mid camp, going to go ahead bottom, get their bottom camp. And that fight did allow that Tasso to catch up and experience almost even now. 9 kills to 7. But the structure, two forts down on the side of that Task Bros, but no structures down on Banzo Brothers. ETC slides in, isolates the Cassia, leap in from the Sonya, and damage bursts from the Li Ming and the Hanzo. I'm sorry, just the Li Ming. Just tears her down. What I was trying to say is because there's no forts down on the side of Banzo, that's just free XP sitting there. As those items potentially fall later on, that's just another catch-up catch-up mechanic for them for the side of that task. Though should they be able to capture a few of them. Sonya's up on the front line, whirlwinding to save her life. Marina Frost comes out, catches the Sonya, roots her. Alexstrasza is out of the front line, trying to keep the Sonya alive. Takes off into the air, but not able to get it. Johanna is very low. What a palm! Comes out, able to save the Johanna. ETC is isolated. Li Ming doing some damage. Alex is back on the ground. ETC stage dives out of there. I like the fact he just went back a little bit. He didn't isolate his team. He didn't leave them there because they're still on the march. That task, though, is still coming out. ETC slides in, able to face mode away. Li Ming does a zoning orb missile combo, and everybody back to their corners. But that was a kill on the Sonya. Great Ring of Frost there by the Jaina. Zoned everybody out. Able to capitalize on that. And that palm coming out from the kerosene onto that Johanna was fantastic. ETC, we're getting ready to power slide through, get that last kill. Not able to. Palm comes out and resets the Johanna back up in health. So fantastic job by the kerosene there. So let's take a break. Let's take a breath and let's look at what we got. It's level 16 to 15, so slight talent advantage for that task though. But right now, Banzo Brother picks up 16 as well, so pretty much even. 10 kills to 8. A lot of structure still left on the field, so it should that task though capitalize a little further on these kills and able to get some structures. They could probably start running a little more. Start running ahead on XP. They have the kill advantage, but the reason it's the XP staying close is because of the structures that have already been taken by Banzo Brothers. So seeing that the shrine is spawning bottom, the response from Banzo Brothers is, we're going to push with this camp on the top lane. We're going to make you guys come fight us. Dahaka's standing there behind the wall, but the damage coming out just tears through the tower, tears through the gate. Other towers about to fall. Hanzo scouts with the arrow and sees that nobody's coming. But here comes the Jaina, here comes the Cassia. Valkyrie comes, grabs the ETC. He's standing there, and he is stunned up and not able to. Alexstrasza takes to the air, but not able to help the ETC. So down goes their front line. And Alexstrasza is back on the ground now. But it's going to be a 4-on-5. And here's the shrine is begun by the Cassia. Condemn comes out. Here comes the Blizzard. Quick 9 minions for them. So Li Ming's just trying to poke. Hanzo's just going to try to poke. But without the ETC, really a fight is very ill-advised. But the ETC does have stage dive. And so as soon as he reses, he can jump right in and take a fight. 32. There's the leap coming out from Sonya. Whirlwind. Here comes that stage dive coming in. Hanzo working on that kerosene, getting him low, but not able to get the kill. Li Ming. Oh, what a fantastic face melt onto the Johanna. Pushes them back so Li Ming combo hits. Kerosene had to palm himself, it looked like, and they're trying to get away, chasing after him. The Cassia dies. The Disintegrate comes out, not able to finish off the Jaina or the kerosene, but what a fantastic way. Dahaka, though, on the backside, with a cheeky little play, comes in, finishes off enough minions, and takes the Mortar Punisher. Instantly says, I'm out of here, going to go to the top lane, going to go soak some XP. But knowing that there's 2 members down for that task, though, Bang Brothers says, we'll just start fight. Banzo Brothers says, we'll just take the fight right here and close this out. The Punisher really didn't get much damage done. In fact, the Sonya just left it and just started to go clear the camp. And here comes the invade from the side of Banzo Brothers. They're going to take this camp and take it away from them. Jaina scouts it with a Frostbolt, realizes they're all there. Not much they could do. Li Ming says, well, I can throw things across the wall too, and chunks the Jaina down to about half health with the orb at max range. Let's see what the Li Ming did. Li Ming is going the Calamity build, normal, with magic missiles to supplement. So, normal build from the Li Ming, I'd say, from what I've seen in HTC and such. Sonya taking the siege camp here. If the Johanna sees this in time, they can isolate her. They got her. She has to leap out, and they get an easy little steal here on the camp. That's got to frustrate the Sonya a little bit. But as soon as she saw the Johanna, she had to leap out. She didn't know what was behind or wasn't behind, and the Jaina was there. Had she stayed, tried to man up, I feel that they could have gotten a kill, which would have been even worse. Level 19 though for that task though. They're half a level lead. Oh, the isolation from the Valkyrie onto him into a great Ring of Frost catches the Sonya and the ETC, and the Alexstrasza again takes to the air to try to help, but just not able to get enough. Hanzo is stunned up, and the Kharazim jumps onto him and takes him down. And again, 3 kills for the side of that Tasso. A lot of structures they still have to get through though. They're just not a very strong siege team. They're going to go take this Bruiser camp, looks like. Take that away from them while the Johanna is sitting in the mid lane. Trying to do that. That's level 20 for them. Heroics available. A whole level and about a quarter available. They're going to take down this fort and probably try to push this top lane. And try to get a little lead. So, with that, take a look at some of these Storm talents. Cold Snap, taken by the Jaina. Titan's Revenge, the Cassia now ignores armor, and her basic attack range is increased, so she'll be able to sit from even farther back. The Allied Shield, the Storm Shield from the Kharazim, indestructible, fantastic by the Johanna. Just lets her get a second life. So with Palm indestructible, she basically can have 3 lives, and the Apex Predator Burrow Stock cooldown is reduced. Basically, it's like Epic Mount. Falstaff's Epic Mount, just for the Haka though, lets him jump around the map a lot faster. He's going to Hearth back, heal up to full, and then Burrow Stock in. They know that the Sonya's down here, and have a feeling she's isolated. I think they're waiting to see the rotation. Sonya knows something's up. They haven't seen anybody. She's a little concerned. She's not even leaving the lane. But they're getting started that Tasso is getting started on the shrine, starting to get some minions up here. They're at 8. They're seeing the whole team up here for Banzo Brothers, able to get the isolation out onto the Hanzo. Ring of Frost comes out, grabs the Li Ming, grabs the Hanzo. Great play. They see their level. They knew they were level 20 going against level 19, and they wanted to take the fight. Working on the ETC, there's the power slide followed by the tongue. Great job by the Dahaka holding the tongue, waiting for him to power slide so then he could use it. That's a staggered death too. That's a 15-second staggered death, not what they needed. And now they're going to go back to the shrine and start working on it. Sonya's pushing in the bot lane with the camp, which will have to be addressed, but it's not a huge issue. I wouldn't be surprised here to see the Dahaka go back, which he already did. He's on his way back. Johanna's headed down there to help. Cassia is starting to work on the fort, starting to loosen up as the Jaina and the Kharazim do their thing and finish off the shrine. Johanna is sitting here just harassing out the Sonya, not letting her take that camp, not letting her really get any kind of advantage. Dahaka needs to work on clearing his camp and not take as much damage because he's getting low. Smart play. I love this play that I see a lot of teams do on this map. Datasto gets it down to 38. Knowing they have the Jaina, they get it down to 38 saying, oh, we're going to go get camps, we're going to clear out the waves, we're going to work on stuff, and then when we're ready, we're going to go get the Punisher. When we're ready, we'll go take the fight to him. So they go take the camp, they take both camps actually in the mid, and they go in and they take the last 2 minions and grab the Punisher. And it's an arcane. So this mid lane is going to get worked. They have 2 siege camps pushing in and an arcane Punisher. And before the Punisher even gets here, that fort is down. And so wave clear coming out. Look at this siege damage. And you have the Jaina able to send back down. Barely able to get the jump over. Valkyrie comes out and grabs the ETC. And the burst damage coming out and able to take him down. Nice arrow from the Hanzo to stun up 3, but not much you can do there. No follow-up, no damage. And with that, there goes a keep, and they still have a full camp and a 56% Punisher. This is going to be core, I believe. This is going to be game. Sonya tries to leap in, just doing some damage. Who was that that's getting isolated? The Cassius isolated. She's killed, but the core is down, and that's going to be GG. Game 1 goes over to that task, though, and well played by them. With that, great play by them. Just great play all around. Really like that. I want to take a quick look at the summary here. I have not added that fancy overlay for that yet, but 65,000 healing from the Kerosene. Great play, great palms all around. Cassia putting out damage. Very impressed by the Cassia play from an traditionally non-meta hero to Haka doing his thing. 20,000 XP game. With that, folks, though, we're going to take a quick little break, and when we come back, we're going to get started on game 2, which will be in Volsky Industries. Don't go anywhere. We'll get started here in just a minute. All right, guys, welcome back to the match here today. The first game we had was Infernal Shrines. Dat Tasto taking that game. Fantastic game overall. Well played by both teams. But now we're into Volskaya Foundry for the second game of this best of two. Excited to see what we end up with here. Interesting map. I think it's the newest map in the map pool. I'll be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of the map. I'll be honest with you, I just don't like the conveyor belts, but it's just me on that one. But it's an interesting map. It's played a little differently. It's very big. You're generally going to go late game on this map. This map generally goes to a later stage, even with the upgrades to the mech, to the mech that spawns at the points. It's still a longer map. First ban pretty quick came out. It was Stukov from Dat Tasto, followed almost immediately behind by the Johanna band coming from Banzo Brothers. The Johanna played very well. That Condemn really shook up their team last game, really doing a number on them. So ban on her, not wanting to deal with that. So with that being said, interesting. I like the chat. Lost Vikings incoming. Hope you guys are prepared. Let's see what happens there. Let's see what happens. If we got Lost Vikings, I'll be excited. It'll be something different. That'll be for sure. We'll see what happens. But first pick comes out, and Sonya first pick coming out from the side of Dat Tasbros. Last game, that was the first pick that was done by Banzo Brothers. So reversing roles a little bit there. So Sonya picked up by Dat Tasto, and then followed up by the Garrosh and Malfurion. Garrosh, one of the strongest warriors right now in the game. Malfurion, one of the top healers in the game, along with Stukov. I always love the toss root combo, especially if they get it going early and often. It can be something really scary to see. Garrosh is just a fantastic warrior. He has a self heal, he has a self cleanse, soft cleanse, and just really well, really very strong warrior. So great pick up by the side of Banzo Brothers. I like their picks. Getting that frontliner selected that they really want, getting that healer right away, frees them up for the last couple picks. So the counter coming up from that Tasto is they return to that Karazim, who played very well. Palms were on point, fantastic. A lot of clutch palms coming out from him, and then they pick up the ETC. So the Warriors on Dat Taspro are flipped because last game, Banzo Brothers played the Sonya with the ETC. Now it's coming over to Dat Taspros. Let's see if they have the success with it, because while it was played well by Banzo Brothers, they did not end up getting the win and end up losing the game. So Sonya and ETC picked up here. The ban from Banzo on the second ban was the Jaina. Jaina did a real number on them with the Blizzard, and the Ring of Frost was just fantastic at isolating and not allowing an escape mechanism for the team. So banning out the Jaina, followed by the Li Ming ban, who Li Ming's combos were really well done. So not wanting to deal with that. Then coming into the second phase of the draft here, Blaze, the offlaner of Blaze, is picked up by Banzo Brothers. I like it. I love Blaze. Strong hero. Wave clear, sustain. He's got it all. He's great. He got a stun. Bunker's will be really good at helping to control points. So I like it. I really like it a lot. Right now, what I'm noticing, though, is there's a lack of an interrupt for a mosh pit. So, like to see something. Oh, and we're going late game. We talked about it when we started the draft. I was talking about it. Volskaya is a map that traditionally goes long. It traditionally goes to both teams being level 20. Nazeebo late game is a beast. And oh my word, ladies and gentlemen, we have a Zul'jin. We have a Zul'jin. Wow. Zul'jin comes out for the side of that Tasbro. I don't know. And the Chromie. Chromie's still being picked. She's still a strong mage. Fantastic hero. Can't say it, can't say too much about you can't say anything wrong about Chromie. She's strong, especially if you start getting your stacks up, and she's very strong on this map because when you hit the mech, it gives you stacks for your Sandblast. So easier to get the stacks if you're like me, and sometimes you just potato on trying to get your Sandblast stacks up. But the Zul'jin, wow, that did not see that one coming. And so they have the Zul'jin on that Tasbros, and Banzo Brothers says, okay, we're going Phoenix. Even after the nerfs, Phoenix is still really, really strong. Interesting, we got a little off meta on both sides. The Zul'jin, to be honest, I think is way off meta. I don't know when I've seen a Zul'jin lately. And the Nazeebo, I haven't really seen a Nazeebo lately either, but if you're going to pick a Nazeebo, this is the map to do it on, as it generally goes late. It goes later into the game. And level 20 Nazeebo, if he has his stacks, is just a beast to deal with. So we'll see if they're able to capitalize on it and if they head down that road. From the Nazeebo, let's see. I'm kind of interested to see, are they going to go frog build, go back to the spider build? What kind of build we're going to see from the Nazeebo. Phoenix, are we going to see Planet Cracker? Probably not. Probably going to see the older ulti whose name I can't think of off the top of my head right now. Bad caster, I know, I'm sorry. I have not learned the name of that ult yet. But I'll probably go with the other one. We'll probably see the Bunker from Blaze. Malfurion also has the option to go Tranquility over Twilight Dream, although Twilight Dream could be very useful, especially against the Kharazim, stopping that palm, not being able to do it. Zul'jin, will he go Tazdingo or Guillotine? Probably Guillotine, but then that leaves him susceptible to being killed off, especially if a Twilight Dream comes out where Kharazim can't palm him. So, interesting all around. I'm very excited about this match. I'm excited to see what happens. I like things like this where you don't see these kind of heroes every day. You don't get to see them in the meta, so to speak. And, HGC, you're not seeing Tempo Storm playing the Zul'jin, but, that's part of the joy of this game. I want to see if they can make this work. I'm excited to see it. Okay, so apparently, to be on that Tasbro, you have to have a Celestial mount. So, I like that. Except for Santiago, who's riding on a Raptor, though. He's playing the ETC. Trevorrow on the Kharazim. Crypt Digger is playing the Chromie. Kurt Dog playing the Zul'jin. On the Sonya, we have Crespi Knight. And then on the side of Banzo Brothers, we have Shank playing the Phoenix. Sajito playing the Malfurion. Bankun playing the Garrosh. Double Dom playing the Nazeebo. And on the Blaze, we have Andre. I think that's right. Yeah, so with that, let me pull up talents. Zoom out a little bit. As we get a little brawl here, just everybody poking around. Looks like the Nazeebo is going the frog build, going toad build. So, I was kind of wondering about that. Right now, just trying to get some stacks up. Doing a pretty good job so far. Let's see, 4, 5, 6. ETC slides in, grabs 2 with the stun. But really just zoning, not really. Oh, and the toss comes off of the Garrosh, puts the ETC under tower damage, takes a little bit. Phoenix getting a few shots in, but not able to finish him off. Another stun on the Zul'jin. Garrosh was thinking about tossing him, but the Chromie dissuades him with a Sandblast coming out. So, with that, this is a whole wave of XP being lost in the top lane by Banzo Brothers. I wish the Nazeebo would rotate around, but he's trying to get his stacks up. So they did lose almost a whole wave there, but they're able to come back. Nazeebo grabbing his stacks, trying to get up. Blaze versus Sonya. Sonya does very well against the Blaze, as you can see. Blaze will do alright. His job is just not to die. Gonna heal up using that self-heal trait while staying on oil that's burning. So I like the time trap placement, trying to bait them in, trying to get that stun or that lockdown so they can get a quick burst damage in. Nazeebo just soaking the top lane right now. Working on 23 stacks. 2 minutes in. Fantastic job by him. And I'm sorry I missed that. Blaze got isolated by the Sonya. And then the ETC and Chromie comes in with the damage. Then Garrosh comes in and says, I will avenge you. Tosses the ETC under tower and gets the kill. Getting a stun onto the Sonya. Looking to do damage. There's a toss, comes back. Phoenix is coming in. Able to get a couple auto attacks on. Getting the plasma cutter down to 75. And there is the orb. That ability to switch between the auto attack short range damage and the long range orb is just phenomenal by the Phoenix. Great job by him. Good play. Able to get 2 kills there. 2 kills to 1 on the scoreboard. Both level 4. Slight XP lead now for the side of Banzo Brothers. Garrosh rotates around. Tosses the Chromie up. Doesn't really do much though. Just kind of scares her a little bit. And causes team to rotate in. Looks like they're trying to set up for a gank on Nazeebo. Nazeebo's like, I don't know where everybody is. I'm not liking this. Prior to the control point fight, I'm going to hearth back. I'm going to get full health, full mana, and be ready to take you guys on. Blaze takes the camp, grabs the turret, ready for the control point. Phoenix is down in the bottom lane now, helping him push the wave against the Sonya. And so far, nobody's standing on the point. Garrosh comes over, starts to try to capture it. And the one thing about this map, playing against the Chromie, is the time traps on the control points. Because you want to run at him. You want to try to take the fight. You want to do things. But there's nothing worse than running at a team to try to take a fight, and then you got to stand there still. So the Phoenix does uses plasma cutter and actually hits the time trap, so they know where it is. The problem is remembering now. ETC gets tossed back under tower damage. But the Garrosh gets stunned, and Chromie able to land a Dragon's Breath onto him, brings him, almost kills him. He's gonna stay here, but I'm not sure how much more you can do. Mouth comes over, starts to heal them. The ATC slides and misses, but Zul'jin able to land his Whirling Axes and a couple of auto attacks and takes down the Garrosh. Kharazim jumps in, but gets rooted right away under the tower damage. Blaze is trying to do a number on the Zul'jin, but he's able to get away, and then the Blaze falls to the Zul'jin there. So kills back and forth, total 3 in the game, 3 kills to 3. ETC is now isolated with the zombie wall, 200 health. The damage, tick damage, not going to kill him by the Nazeebo, but strong work by him. I want to see. Yes, Zul'jin. Wow, the Zul'jin's done 10,000 damage already. Wow, what a great job by him. XP balance, both teams at level 7, no talent advantage or anything like that. While everything was going on, Zul'jin was in the bottom lane trying to soak up some XP, trying to keep them in the race. The zombie wall is going to be a very useful tool in trying to isolate and keep fears out. The toss onto Chromie, but the ETC slides in and disrupts the whole fight. Garrosh is off on his own. Kharazim is chasing him down. He's like, I'll take the fight. And he runs into the waiting arms of an ETC and a Sonya, and they said, come here, let me give you a big hug, and they take him down. The Blaze tries to get out, and he walks right into a bear hug again from the ETC and the Sonya. They just love to crush their enemies. And I just now realized I had the wrong overlay up, and you guys are missing the last 5 minutes of this fight, of this game. So my apologies there. It'll be up in a second. I'm so sorry, guys. I thought I hit the right overlay and I must have misclicked. Toss goes on to the Zul'jin. He gets isolated a little bit. The time trap comes out, but the Phoenix warps in, able to get the kill with the Malfurion, who is now chasing down the Chromie. Not able to land the root. She is able to get away. A slight XP lead as they take down some structures for that task, though. And we'll see if they're ever happens. What they're actually ignoring the the mech and just going after kills. They're going to get the Sonya as well. Now they got a 5-on-2 here. Zombie wall comes out, not able to grab the Kharazim or the ETC, and they're able to get away. With that though, kills are even, 5-5. XP is almost even. Garrosh tries to rotate around. Blaze comes in with a stun, but the slowing sands is making the chase hard. ETC slides in, massive damage on the Phoenix. He warps out. Kharazim though jumps on him and gets the kill. Then the Blaze falls to the Zul'jin, and the Kharazim jumping back in. The Zul'jin's low on health. The damage though from the Zebo, the poison damage, is not going to do it. Not going to finish him off though. So with that, they both are reached level 10 though. One second. So the both take level 10. See if we have anything interesting here. Tazdingo taken by Naziba, or by the Zul'jin. Interesting to see. That I was wondering if he's going to take that or if he was going to take the guillotine, but he takes the Tazdingo. Tazdingo with the Palm, very strong little combo there. He can Tazdingo, then Palm comes out and he can still helps keep him from dying. Sonya's isolated. Toss comes onto him. Then the taunt. Phoenix coming with the damage. Are they able to get it? Root probably coming out, but the Sonya leaps out, gets away right before the Root lands. Great job by her to get away. Palm. There's Sands. The leap. The Mosh Pit comes out from the ETC. On the side of Banzo Brothers, we have the Garrosh taking the Warlord's Challenge, the taunt. Gargantuan taken by Nazeebo. Twilight Dream, the silence coming out from the Malfurion. The Salvo coming out from Phoenix. That's the name of the ulti that I couldn't remember. And Bunker taken by the Blaze. With that, everybody's just kind of splitting up. Trying to get it. Here comes the Garrosh. Stun comes in. Lands on the ETC. Isolates him. Root comes out before he gets the power slide off. And Twilight Dream comes out. Gets the Zul'jin. Gets the Sonya, and because of that, he was not able to cast Tazdingo, and he falls to the damage of the Phoenix. Malfurion almost dies as well, but able to get away. Great job, great Twilight Dream by the Malfurion, able to get the isolation, the kill. Oh, tries to get the stun on the Chromie. Garrosh unable to land it. So the Nazeebo was able to complete his level 1 Toad quest, so more Toads for him. And with that, the point B will spawn. I keep calling it a mech. I meant the Protector. Dragon's Breath lands onto the Phoenix, does a lot of damage. Here comes the Zul'jin. ETC slides in, isolates the Phoenix. Zul'jin doing a lot of damage. Mosh Pit grabs just the Garrosh, but they're able to get the kill. Tazdingo comes out. He just starts whacking away with his axes. Takes down the Nazeebo as well. That's a 3-0. And Blaze was in the mid lane trying to soak XP, but it may have cost his team in heat as they grab Datasto grabs point B, grabbing some points onto that, some percentage points onto that. They're also going to take the support camp, the healing camp here in the middle, and look to capitalize on this. Kharazim just sitting back, just capping the point for his team. And just holding on. With that, they know that everybody's alive, so that Tasbro backs up, getting ready to take a fight. Blaze walks through the sands, gets slowed. He almost gets locked into the zombie wall by his teammate. On the backside, Zul'jin is isolated by the Garrosh and the Root from the Malfurion, and they're able to take him down. Kharazim almost gets isolated. He blinks out with his dash, but the Protector actually comes down. They are able to get the 100%. ETC slides in trying to grab it, but he gets isolated now, trying to cast the Mosh Pit, unable to. Palm comes out though, but he's silenced by the Twilight Dream. Great job by him. Chromie tries to walk up. She's gonna time stop, but she's gonna die as soon as she comes back up. The Sonya actually is in the Protector driving, but there goes the toss onto the Chromie, isolated out. just a ton of damage coming out. On the backside, the Kerosene falls to the Blaze and the Malfurion. Right now, it's just the Sonya sitting in the Protector, and she's going to fall. Zul'jin's coming in to try to do some help, but I think he might just do more damage than good if he gets too deep. Yeah, there he goes. He backs off. Sonya gets taunted. Damage comes out. Toss comes out. She leaps, tries to leap away, but Toss goes onto the Blaze, and he jumps to the front and takes down. And the bunker dropped. I'm not sure if he needed the bunker, but just in case, he drops it. And overall, that was a 5-4-0 total. Because the Zul'jin died and then came running back. So overall, it's a 5-0. Gives them an XP experience lead for the side of Banzo Brothers, and gives them a small kill lead as well. So the side of Datasto has gotten both protectors, but not able to get a fort. But after that last wipe, ETC almost isolated. Sorry guys, and but able to slide out. But after that last 5-0 wipe, the side of Banzo Brothers were actually able to take that top fort. So while they haven't got a protector, they've done more structure damage and have an XP lead. So the more structure damage they do, the bigger their lead will continue to grow. With that, level 16 picked up for them. They have a talent advantage. Interesting to see where they go with it. Blaze not seeing anybody on the map, backs off a little bit. Gonna go take the turret camp maybe. Nope. Oh, he has a healing. He has healing on him, so if he took the turret camp, he wouldn't be able to hold it. So instead, they're gonna go up top, clear the camp out, let their camp push. The wave clear from the Nazeebo with Toads and the Plasma Cutter from Phoenix is really impressive, actually. It's very quick. The side of Datasto invading in, taking the turret. A stun comes out from the Garrosh. ETC slides in. Mosh pit. Huge mosh pit. Grabs the Malfurion and the Phoenix. Unable to do it. Ice block comes out from the Malfurion. He gets off the Twilight Dream. Phoenix Salvo comes out. Did a lot of damage to the ETC and the Kerosene. Let's see if he's able to get the kill. Chromie is being chased off by the Garrosh. She's trying to run away. But so far it's a 2-for-1. Garrosh gets the stun. Toss onto Chromie, and that's a kill, but oh wait, there's the self-heal coming out onto the Garrosh. ETC realizes, uh-oh, Phoenix is coming in, Plasma Cutter, ranged orb damage, and that total is a 4-for-1. Oh, and the Kerosene gets too close. Garrosh with the great toss, and then he tosses the Phoenix forward. He palms himself, but that's just delaying the inevitable. Blaze stuns them up, and wow, another 5-0 wipe. A bunch of pings coming out from the side of Banzo Brothers saying, let's take this fort, let's do it. The side of Datasto is in the top lane trying to clear off the camp was pushing. So even without the healer, able to work it. Great Twilight Dream right at the end for Malfurion to get a couple of silences off. Point C is about to spawn. Blaze is going to sit on it and soak for the Protector. It's a 2-level lead now for the side of Banzo Brothers. No talent advantage right now, but the XP lead does add up in just pure stats. Phoenix and Blaze holding the point, waiting for the fight to come in. Garrosh standing out front. He's gonna grab a point, but the shifting sands from Chromie scouts him out. So he's gonna reset back. Chromie throwing in Sandblast, trying to see. Blaze is just still standing there. Drops a Dragon Breath right on top of him. ETC slides in. Doesn't land on anybody. Shifting sands. Blaze isolated. Taunt coming in. Hitting the ETC. The Taz Dingo is popped. Salvo coming out. Garrosh is nearly dead. In fact, he dies. Great Palm comes out. Saves the Zul'jin. He's able to survive. ETC did fall on the backside. Phoenix able to warp away. Blaze is doing a number on the Chromie, able to get the kill, and also a kill on the Sonya with the help of the Malfurion. The jump onto the Kerosene, he's able to leap away, but nearly dies as well. Oh! Malfurion with the Moonfire from downtown takes out the Kerosene. Wow. Fantastic play. This wall's going down. There's 40 seconds on the Kerosene. That's a huge stagger death. They might lose this keep here in the bottom lane. Top lane, there's a very large wave pushing in too. So Yet the Punisher is still very strong at this point, and he is going to take down this keep with the help of the Malfurion and the Blaze sitting here. Garrosh is now back up. He's on his way back as well. Looks like they're going to go mid and work on taking this fort in the mid lane as Garrosh clears the wave. Playing it carefully, backing up, taking off the sidewall. ETC stunned for a second, but he's just poking away. All 5 now here mid for the side of Banzo Brothers. A lot of damage on the ETC, but not. If he keeps getting close to that Punisher, he might fall again. So just got to be careful of that. Isolation onto the Garrosh. Taunt comes out, but it doesn't matter. He's dead. They're going to get this fort mid, but at what cost? Ice Block comes out for the Malfurion. Mosh Pit instantly grabs actually just grabbed the Blaze. Phoenix able to warp out, doing damage. Nazeebo's getting low. He might fall as well. In fact, with the Kerosene chasing him, the Kerosene backed up. I thought maybe he might die for it. Zul'jin's going to. Here comes Taz Dingo. But he's underneath towers, and Phoenix is saying, I got you. In fact, it draws out the palm from the Kerosene, so gets him back up to half health. Otherwise, he probably would have died there. Going to take the support camp here, grab the healing pack. Sonya is sent back to clear out the wave on the bot lane that was pushing in. A couple of catapults and a large group of minions here. 18 minutes in, and level 20 is reached. We talked about it in the draft of Nazeebo's strength in the late game, especially at level 20. If you have your stacks up, he has 147, almost 150 now, out of the required 175 to really get the voodoo ritual affecting heroes and really being able to pump out that extra damage. Something to keep an eye on if this game continues a little longer. And the thing you got to remember is now with that keep going in the bot lane, every time there's a fight that draws the team that Tasto away, it's just going to help push that lane. It's going to help push that lane and even more. Banzo Brothers is going to steal the siege camp from the top lane here, and they're probably going to look to take this wall down and maybe do some damage on the fort. Taunt was used there, unable to land on anybody. They were able to draw the aggro actually of the camp before it actually got into the lane, so it really didn't do much. Great job by the side of that Tasbros of not letting the siege camp be capitalized. They lose it to the side of Banzo Brothers, but they made a good decision out of a bad situation. 168 stacks now for the Nazeebo, just 7 away from completing that quest and really being able to pump out some damage. It'd be interesting to see what he can do. Nazeebo is already the top damage dealer, beating out the Phoenix by 3,000. It'll be interesting to see if that continues into the next, now that Nazeebo has reached its stacks. Right now, they're just waiting for the next control point to spawn, to be honest with you. Banzo Brothers says, nope, we're not going to go fight under your towers. We're not going to wait for anything. We're just going to wait for this control point, and we're going to make you fight on our turns. Both teams have storm talents, so they're just waiting for that. Now, it isn't A, which is in the middle, closer to the bottom side, so at least for the side of that Tasbros, they'll be able to rotate down to the bottom maybe a little easier than say if it was up on top in B. So they can help control that bottom lane a little bit as the catapults push in. Leap in by the Sonya. Twilight Dream comes out. ETC slides in, gets the mosh pit, but it's only really on the Garrosh. He's brought low, and he's killed. Taz Dingo's popped. Kerosene falls as well. So far, it's a 3-for-1. Zul'jin looking to try to do damage on that Blaze, but he's just not able to get close enough. Chromie trying to punch out the damage. There actually is the Taz Dingo looking to get the Blaze, and he does. Doing a number on the Phoenix. The Blade's able to take him down. There, the Twin Cleave with the talent of the extra circle rotation able to get down. So with that, it's a 3-for-3. The Nazeebo's still alive, and the Malfurion's still alive for the side of Banzo Brothers, and then the Zul'jin and the Chromie for the side of that Tasbro. Zul'jin goes in, tries to do a little poke damage, gets rooted, about ready to get zombie walled, backs off instead. Oh, a big Dragon's Breath comes out from the Chromie, able to hit on the Nazebo, and particularly he had to ice block, but the Chromie was able to time that and able to take out the Nazebo, do a lot of damage to him on there. Let's see if there's any. Ignore pain. Let's look at the level 20 talents real quick while we're waiting. Tazdingo heals now for the damage dealt while Tazdingo's active on the Zul'jin. Good pick up by the Zul'jin there. I think Storm Shield taken by the Kharazim. Pocket of Time, Showing Lens, mana cost is reduced, and the slow is increased. Ignore Pain taken by the Sonya, and Mosh Pit refreshes the cooldown of Power Slide, and he can Power Slide while Mosh Pitting. Great 4-man stun from the Blaze. Garrosh comes in, gets a slow. Tazdingo's popped as they tried to isolate the Zul'jin, but he's brought down. Salvo comes out from the Phoenix, able to do a lot of damage. Toss goes in, or no, Leap comes in from the Sonya onto the backline of the Garrosh. ETC is low, he's brought low, he's dead. Garrosh tosses the Malfurion away, actually, and it was a 2-for-1, but the side of Dat Hasbro able to collect the Protector. Sonya grabs in, hops into drive. I'm surprised nobody else has got in with him. The damage you do... there goes the Kerosene. He hops in. Very good. Camp top for Banzo Brothers should help keep the wave push. On the bottom lane, there is a mini wave with a catapult with another one coming right behind it. So that bottom lane, this push from... wow, that Chromie is dead. Great job by the Nazebo. Great stun by the Blaze. Able to chase away now the Punisher. But what I was saying is this push from the Punisher or Protector really needs to do some damage because the wave is now on the core, and that, I mean, it's not going to do a lot of damage right now because the Zul'jin's coming back up, but you got to be thinking every time there's a fight that's not happening near that bot lane, that lane's going to keep pushing in every single time. Now the Protector's out by itself. It's being brought down. It's being focused 4 on what would be 2 if the Protector is dropped. ETC's clearing the wave, but even then, the Protector has to leap away essentially, as it would have been a 5 on 2 should they bring it down. So with that, let's take a breath. Let's reset. Level 22 for both teams. 24 minutes in. 26 kills to 20. It is a barn burner of a game. And with that, Banzo Brothers is looking towards that top lane. Again, what they're trying to do is they're trying to split up the map. They want to fight up on this top lane, put some pressure on this keep, so that way the bot lane can push in while they're messing around up here with the side of Dat Hasbros. And even if they don't, as soon as they see somebody in the bottom lane, they know that it's a favorable fight for them. So with that, the Protector is going to go down. They didn't get really anything out of it though, and not able to take a fort, not able to take a keep, not even get a keep wall in that mid lane. So I don't know, fights happening up here in the top. Leap comes in from Sonya, isolation on the Blaze with the ETC sliding in with the Mosh Pit, then sliding again. Silence comes out from the Twilight Dream of the Malfurion, but it only really hits the ETC. He gets away. Blaze goes to power slide to stun in, gets hit the time trap. He gets isolated. Tossed by the Garrosh, but it only tosses the Sonya forward. Sonya's spinning to win. Phoenix is trying to do the same, but it's not doing the same amount of damage. Garrosh is trying to get away, low health. He tosses the Nazebo back, trying to save his life, and he probably did. But with that, that's 2 for nothing. But they took a fight on the top. At the same time, that's core damage. That's 3 catapults on the core. Look at the core damage: 53, 48, 43, 39. Wow, that one fight up here, guys, took all the shielding and took 61% of the core damage. Great play, smart play by the side of Banzo Brothers. Tazdingo comes out. They're just looking to keep pushing damage, but the Zebos falls. There is the heal comeback from Tazdingo that he took at level 20 with the Storm talent, and brings him 3/4 health up because he just stood there and took a whooping and laid down a whooping onto that Zebo. The biggest thing about that death is It's a very huge stagger death. It's over 50 seconds. Very large stagger death for him. So they're going to be 50, now 35 seconds without their top damage, one of their top damage dealers in that Nazeebo. So with that though, I mean, it is 23 to 23. And I will say this, Banzo Brothers is still in control. They have a fort top, fort bottom. They have all 3 keeps. They have all 3 keep walls. This one mid is low, but that's really about it. But top keep for the side of that Task Bros is at 2/3 health. There is no keep on the bot lane, and they do have a wall though for the mid keep. So looks like, ooh, cheeky little play here by the side of Banzo Brothers. Looks like they're gonna hide out here as soon as they see the side of that Task Bros show and start heading towards the control point. I bet you they're just gonna sprint for core. I'm waiting to see. I'm waiting to see. There goes the clear. There goes the wave clear. Here they come, sprinting. Here they come riding in. They're trying to stay out of minion sight so they can make it work better. Zul'jin's already back. Here comes everybody Hearthing back. This is going to be a fight up the core. Isolation onto the Zul'jin. Stun comes out by the Blaze, and the stun comes out, and he's not able to get Taz Dingo off, and that's a dead Zul'jin. It's on 5-on-4 by the core. Taunt comes out, but that Garrosh is taken on 3-by-1. Tosses the Sonya away. He's probably going to fall though. Bunch of damage coming out by the Phoenix and the Nazeebo, but no kills yet. Looks like they're gonna back off and head for the control point up at B. Probably clear out this wave here and take B. They're gonna get the healing camp first on their way up. Yeah, great job by that Task Bros. They had a feeling they hadn't seen him on the map for a while. They said something's up. Zul'jin was already down there. He played the sacrificial lamb to stall, but gave enough time for everybody to hearth back up top. If you're gonna make that play, I kind of wish that the side of Banzo Brothers would have had their own person up in the top lane. Somebody with range, like maybe the Phoenix, that could kind of warp around, that can get in on everybody's face and stop the hearse. Let four go push bottom and let you just stall using your damage on everybody trying to hearth back. I kind of wish we would have seen that from them. Phoenix was trapped in the top corner. He hearthed back. That isolation would have been bad if he was spotted up there. So he hearths out rather than take the fight. So they see Zul'jin in the bottom lane. They know he's there, so they push back in on here on the control point, looking to take it and grab some XP. Zul'jin is rotating top, looking for the 5-on-5 fight. Again, the longer this fight takes on top, the better it is for Banzo Brothers, because then that just means this bottom lane is going to push in. Right now, the catapult's doing number, starting to get closer. Fight's getting ready to take place. If they're going to go, they need to go now. That Task Force needs to go now. Leap comes in for Sonya, spear onto the Blaze. He goes unstoppable. He's looking to back off. Bunker goes down, able to get away. Dragon's Breath comes out, but not able to land on it. Phoenix is hiding in the back corner, but I'm not sure what it's really going to do. Toss goes on to the Zul'jin, and he is, with the Twilight Dream, silenced, so he cannot Taz Dingo. And with that, it's now a 5-on-4. Mosh Pit comes out, grabs the Phoenix, but they just get through the shield. Can they get him? They stun him before he can warp away. They get the kill, but at what cost? ETC is really low. Toss goes onto the Blaze, looking to get the ETC. That's the ETC. But while we're talking about that, there's 2 catapults on the core. They're getting kills. Core damage coming out by the catapult. That's down to 16. Sonya is dropped 2. I know we didn't see the kill, but I don't think it's going to matter. Because the Kara's team is isolated up here. Chromie's still taking the fight, but as soon as this wave is pushed, he cleanses. He's still probably going to die. They're just stalling. Nazeebo's working on the point. Kara's just running in circles. It's just wasted time, to be honest. Nazeebo grabs the point. He's going to grab the Punisher. He's going to push top. if he pushes top, he's probably just going to walk straight bottom. Kharazim drops. Chromie's on her way back. But there's 2 catapults, and these catapults, if not killed immediately, are going to do major damage. Oh, Dragon's Breath comes out and does a lot of damage and takes him down. Garrosh is going to push the bot lane while the Protector with Blaze comes in, pushes the top, takes down the keep in like 3 hits. Barely any damage done to it. Stun onto the Zul'jin. He goes Taz Dingo. Bunker popped, but there goes the Chromie. He's dead. And 2 hits, and that is GG. So 1 win apiece for each team. Tasbro taking game 1 on Infernal Shrines. Game 2 on Volskaya Foundry taken by Banzo Brothers. Great job by both teams. I really like the play, stretching out the fight, using the catapult, that pressure in that bot lane from the early keep to really do a number. Nazeebo, 106,000 damage, but also 108 from the Zul'jin. Great play by the Zul'jin, and the Palm from the Kharazim. Again, he did a fantastic job. There's great palms in game 1, great palms in game 2. It was just a barn burner of a game. 31, almost 32 minutes long, 32 kills to 25. Great job by both teams. Split at 1 apiece, a draw for the night, but it was a great job by both teams, and I'm glad that you all were able to be a part of it. To everybody watching, everybody in the chat, if you like what you see, like what you hear, please give me a follow. I pretty much I don't really cast a lot of other things. I only cast NGS right now. I don't really stream other games or anything like that. So if you want to see some NGS as the season progresses, give me a follow. Appreciate feedback. I do try to keep an eye on chat. Sorry again about the overlay at the beginning of this game. The first 5 minutes, I apologize about that. Thought I hit the overlay switch, but I didn't. So, but with that, GG's to both teams. I'm done for the night, but check out a couple other streamers on Twitch. I know there's some other NGS streams going on tonight. And with that, have a good night, everybody. See ya.